Today's project is to look at a 47-year-old Heathkit AR1214 receiver that's not working. The symptoms are that the lights come on, the radio doesn't work and the amplifier doesn't work.
The good news is I made this in 1977, so I've got a complete set of manuals with all the schematics, and there's still hope that it could be resurrected. It looks a bit like the power supply, just because that's common to everything in it. So I've had a poke around. That's a technical term, by the way. And the
problem seems to be this voltage doubler in the power supply. I'm only reading about 5 volts coming out when it should be about 40. About 5 years ago, one of these two diodes fried, so the first thing I'm going to do is change both of them again.
changing the diodes made no difference whatsoever.
So it's time to get the scope out. I'm going to look at the voltage at the positive side of C149. The top half of that waveform is what gets doubled in the voltage doubler. So if I now look at the cathode of D110, I should expect to see about 40 volts DC, but actually what I get is a weird square wave of about 8 volts. So I'm now suspecting the two capacitors, so I'm going to take both of them out and see what they look like. So this is what C151 looks like, and it shouldn't have a bulge like that on it, and that's a bad thing. So I'm changing both capacitors. The ones I'm putting in, although they don't look the exact same, they're the same capacitance and the same voltage. It's just after nearly 50 years you're not going to get the same parts. So everything's back together, and this is the moment of truth. And what we're looking for is minimum smoke. So I'm now going to measure the output of the voltage doubler, and that's 42 volts, which looks good to me. So I'm going to look at the output of D110 again with the scope, and what we see is about 45 volts DC with a little bit of ripple on top, which is exactly what you would expect.
So in conclusion, what we can safely say is this capacitor was gulped. That's a technical term.
So my trusty old Heathkit lives to fight another day.